Oh, now we can green screen on here? That's interesting. How do I turn that off? I don't want that. Please stop. Oh, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Hello, guys. Don't know what happened. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Yeah. Again, guys, like, if things like that happen, like, I have no control over it. Most of the time, it's normally YouTube that has issues. I'm literally sitting right next to the Wi-Fi. I turned the Wi-Fi off, so we'll see if that helps. And if it doesn't, I can't do anything about it. I did. I saw the comment. That's so good. I'm so glad. Well, I restarted the live. But again, any big twist that you see on Amazon or Walmart, or if you see it being sold anywhere, that was bought from Joann. They're not making it somewhere else because Joann owns the Big Twist trademark still. So, again, please don't be fooled that you're going to be able to get it once Joann closes. I keep getting messages from people that, oh, well, you could buy it on Amazon. It's going to be made by Spin Right. It's going to be made by Yarn Inspirations. I literally called the company and people are still sending me, oh, well, it's made by Yarn Inspirations. It's made by Spin Right. I made a whole video about the fact that I called the company and they said, no, they don't make it. So if people don't want to believe me, I don't know what else I can do anymore because I've literally said it 12 times. Like, I don't even know anymore. I'm trying to make it so that way people don't end up getting screwed when it does go away, the way Stitch Studio by Nicole did, but literally it feels like no one is listening. I'm like, and I feel bad, but I'm like, I've done my due diligence at this point. Like, I can't help you if you don't want to be helped. I crochet your Taylor Swift cardigan, very nice. Trying to keep everyone informed. I'm trying really hard. The intellectual property is worth a lot of money, and they are in serious debt. I don't know if they will sell it, and even if they do sell it, there's no guarantee that it's going to be made the same, that the quality is going to be the same. So, what animals are pink? Pigs. I do pink seahorses. Flamingos. She mentioned watching your videos, and that's so sweet. I don't know why Nightbot deleted your message. Yeah, she sent me a DM saying thank you for covering it, and it was really a sweet message. Axolotls, yep, axolotls are pink. You can make pink sea turtles. What else can be pink? Regular turtles. I have tried Naughty Ball Deluxe. I would compare it to plush. A pink donkey, very nice. Shrimp, very nice, yes. Yeah, I'd compare it to plush. Some people were saying Sweet Snuggles. I guess it's close to the same size. I feel like it kind of depends on the Sweet Snuggles skein. on, I need to refilter because we've got buttholes in the comments. Hang on, please. Beautiful. Amazing. Oh, message retracted. That doesn't make you any less of a butthole. Good job. Can I give you some tips on crocheting or what? I kept seeing your comment that you want to start. I don't really have a lot of tips other than work on the basics. I really like the feel of it. It felt very nice. Pink elephant. Yep. I don't want to do subscribers for 3 days. I just put it to subscribers because that I don't want to do that. Each store is going to close differently. It's going to depend on the individual store. They will all be gone by the end of May. Does anybody watch my videos? Anybody? Right, but a new person's not going to watch for 15 minutes in order to comment. Like, we got to think about it that way. How am I? I'm frustrated. You watch my videos. Thank you. I said all of it in my video. From 5 different stores. I wonder how many this. Oh, geez. Videos? You make videos? I just been watching what Joann was. Thank you. I love your videos. Thank you. Where will you buy polyfill? Walmart. Walmart and Amazon. Videos? You make videos? Who are you? I think I'm doing this right. What's a video? You're binge watching my videos? Thank you. Yeah, guys, I don't think a video is coming out tomorrow. Ruthie is next to me. That's her right there. Because I have the plumber coming back tomorrow. So I don't think a video is going up tomorrow. I will try for Wednesday, maybe. I don't even know. How's the sheep coming? The sheep is going good. We're on the face. I just know a lot of people liked that black sheep, so I wanted to make more of it. Well, Ruthie's right here. Love her smartasses, basically. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining the Visionaries for 5 months. Thank you. If you link your YouTube to Discord, you can join the Discord channel too. On my website, crochetvision.com, you can buy my plushies. Me and my daughter are going crafting adventures every Saturday to find all this stuff. We'll be missing out on what's wrong. Oh! So I did find a website, and I'm going to have to post it, for where you can find local fabric stores. Not local yarn stores, but local fabric stores. And I thought that was pretty cool. And a friend of mine, I meant to do it today, but again, because I was dealing with the plumber, I didn't get it done, posted a whole list of fabric and yarn stores in the Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. So that was really cool, and I'm going to repost it. She told me I could. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I need to plug you in. Just say I'm broke now. Doctor's appointment tomorrow. Yay, Yvonne. Yay. Hello, 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 guys. Hello, Rue. You want to come say hi? Do you want to come say hi? She's like, no, thanks, Mom. I'm good over here. Just pet me. Right? Right? Sorry, Nightbot doesn't like emojis. I love your dog mom shirt. Thank you. Yeah. There is a small yarn store in Glen Mills, which isn't too far. I know it's there. I haven't been to it yet, though. The story of the toilet, which is tax. What? Oh, tax. Got it. Your illness for your crafty friends. Yeah. So what happened with the toilet? We don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the toilet. I don't know why it's not working, but all of a sudden you flush the toilet twice and it backs up and comes out of the shower, and the drain in the shower. We're not sure what's happening with it, so that's great. There really is no story. That's really it. And then the guy was here today. He brought a snake. The snake didn't do much of anything. He thought he had gotten it. And then I started to clean out the bathtub because I was like, oh, yay, it's done. Like, I'll clean it now because it was pretty gross. And the shower just filled with water. And I was like, oh, that's great. So, and then the toilet wouldn't flush. Like, it was so high, it would have overflowed. So they're coming back tomorrow with an auger. Clean water? No. We don't have, I don't know which one we have, sewer, septic. I always get them confused. Love cat feeling the vibes. Out of their oh, okay. That's hysterical. We're septic. Yeah, I thought we were septic. I'm like, we're not. I don't think we're sewer. And then he also declogged my shower drain downstairs. And downstairs and put in a new drain for that. And my house is 1,000,000 years old. It's just old house. Oh, then I'm sewer. Yeah, I'm not septic. Is it cold there? I went on a walk outside today. So I guess not too cold. Guys, let's not say it's trees growing into pipes. We're not, okay? We're not. It's good news. It's not bad news, all right? I love all of you. I can't handle anything crazy like that right now. I love all of you. I really can't do it, all right? I don't want to be guessing what it could be. It's a clog. They're going to come back tomorrow and they're going to fix it, and it's not going to be crazy expensive, okay? I'm sorry. I can't. I do have a pattern for the sheep on my website. We don't have PVC pipes. Our pipes are metal. I literally can't handle any more bad stuff happening to it. Yes, the other toilet works. The other shower works. It's just the upstairs bathroom. I'm literally just like, though I appreciate you guys, I really can't handle it right now. It would be the town's responsibility, yeah. Yeah, no, our pipes are all metal. They're original to the house from 1946. He's 14 pounds now. Who's 14 pounds now? I'll light a candle. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I really just, there's so much happening. I can't get any more bad news or I will literally break. Like, I just can't do it right now. I'm so sorry. There is so much going on behind the scenes. I don't know how I'm really holding it together, and I'm really not. So I love you all. I'm so sorry. I just can't. I just can't. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Pray for the pipes. Pray for Ben and his job situation. That'd be amazing. Love you all. Thank you. I'm not trying to be like so aggressive. I'm literally just like holding on by a thread. I'm so sorry. I'm literally just like, I can't do it right now. Good punch. Thank you. The popcorners are white cheddar, the best flavor. No, we find it. Yep. Good news, spring is coming. Thank God. Thank God. I am so ready to sit outside on my porch and crochet. I got really into, my next craft show isn't until May right now. Monday is Mondaying. The Hamilton mixtape album. I wasn't honestly a huge fan of Hamilton in the first place, so I don't believe I did. Did drink my water. I did not take my vitamins. I have eaten things. My laundry does need to be changed. I love the cinnamon popcorners. They're really good. No, I'm dying to go sit outside on the porch. The kettle corn, the white chair ones too, yeah. Yes, I am all the way off of it. I love Nurtec. I like watching you sit on the porch, yeah. Yeah, Monday won itself a drop kick to the moon. Absolutely. I don't know what my go-to yarn for earwarmers is going to be yet. That will definitely be some videos trying to figure it out. But I have not gotten that far. It's almost Friday. Very true. My glass of wine. Yeah, I'm about to go pop a lemonade from the fridge because they're new yarns that's not in Joann's. Oh, okay. Rockford, Delaware? I don't want to Tuesday. I feel you. Last week on Thursday was your birthday. Happy belated birthday. There are a lot of scam websites popping up for things like that. Barefoot Pig Moscato. I don't know if Barefoot is vegan, if I can have it or not. Yeah, Premier is going to be a great place to start. Premier's 3-weight yarns work in the machine. The 4-weight yarns do not. If Patty Cake will fold your laundry, can he come fold mine? Yeah, I'm actually really thinking of going and cracking a lemonade from the fridge. I'm really thinking about it. We're going to finish this sheep, and then I might go crack a lemonade. I also realized y'all said laundry, and I'm like, crap. Barefoot is definitely not vegan. It might be. I was surprised when I looked at the vegan list at which ones were and which ones were not. Tippy Toes is right next to me. Oh, she heard me say her name. Oh, did they really? Got you. Have I ever bought from Ice Yarns? I have not. If you do want to buy from Premier's, Barnivore says it's not vegan. Thank you. I'm not vegan, but I have to drink vegan wine. Because I'm allergic to regular wine. If you want to shop at Premier, guys, I do have a link. Please use my link if you shop at Premier. It means the world to me. Bench guy, what? Sulfates, no. Fish and shellfish. Your Joann is still open until May. Stone bench top guy because he's going to get it Friday. Anna, I don't know what you mean, my love. Cat covered. Oh, boy. Oh, geez. Watching it. Oh. Michael's is also terrible. Yep. Again, I'm going to be mainly like they are staying open. They're not. The whole company is closing. So I promise you, they're not. You didn't go to the court hearing. I went to the court hearing. They are not staying open. There are no stores staying open. You are misinformed. I'm still going to drink it. It's just fish and shellfish. They use, a lot of times they'll use oyster shells to, filter the wine. Or they'll use, there's a clarifying agent that is fish. The lawyer has not emailed me. No. It's 12 hours away. All I have is Michael's. Yeah. Fertilizer? What do you mean? Joann will not be online. We are almost done with the sheep, yes. Yep, there are clarifying agents. I found out sitting at Mrs. Rubino's, the Italian restaurant here, and a girl sitting next to me ordered vegan wine. And I was like, I am so sorry to bother you. Isn't all wine vegan? And she was like, no. I was like, what would not make it vegan? And then she went into all detail and I was like, oh my God. So now you know. Wine glasses. Your kitchen done, the original kitchen bench people stuffed us. It'll take 3 weeks to get out the benches, so we got... Ah, gotcha. I plan on buying yarn at Premier and Hirschner's. To that and nuts and coconut, I really get this shampoo and body wash. Oof. They use fish and shellfish to, they use fish and shellfish to filter the wine. Why am I being rude? Because you don't believe me and you're telling me I'm lying. There is no court hearing in Denver. There is no court hearing in Denver. Their bankruptcy court is in Delaware. I don't know what you went to, but that's, they're closing all 800 stores and online. And apparently nobody believes me. That may explain the horrible reaction wine. Yep. Saying no when I'm saying yes is saying you don't believe me and calling me a liar. That is exactly what it is. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I cried, then spoke to his wife, and he was this university specializing in. Oh. It's really interesting about the vegan wine. I might need to try that. I can't handle the sulfates. Yes. There is a whole website, Barnivore, that goes through all of it. All of the vegan wines. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what you went to, but I went to the court hearing that was on the Joann restructuring website. They filed bankruptcy in Delaware. All of my videos have been about it recently, and it's just getting really frustrating that when I keep saying Big Twist yarn is not going to be around anymore, and people are like, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. I called Spin Right. It's just getting really frustrating that it's been the same thing over and over. Well, my Joann is staying open. No, they're not. All stores are closing now. Well, blah, nope, everything's closing. Big Twist is going away. They are not being picked up by another company. They are not selling it on Amazon. Those are resellers. When those are gone, it's all going to be gone. That is it. My husband asked why I have to count my stitches to exact. I said, gotcha. You're so good. It's totally fine. I just don't have patience today. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here. And just, again, continuously getting told that I'm wrong is just really getting frustrating. Where I have done everything I possibly can recently to get the truth out, and still people are questioning. It's just getting very frustrating. And then someone today, oh my God, sent me a message on Instagram, was like, you know, you really should take down your which stores are staying open because it's just spreading misinformation since they announced that all of them are closing. And I'm like, well, clearly you haven't watched any of my other content because that's what literally all my other videos and things have been about. And I didn't feel the need to go back into all my stuff and take 20 minutes to archive all the old posts. But thank you so much for being a butt. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I just can't with people right now. It's just getting to be too much. Black sheep. Then you could say I told you so. That, I don't want to say I told you so. Like, that's where I'm just like, I don't want to. I want people to have enough stuff for their projects. I don't want that to happen. We did it. And I totally freehanded some of it because I did not remember what it was. So I don't know how many more I'm going to get because I'm pretty sure they're discontinuing this color. I have 2 skeins of this now. I'm going to turn all of it into black sheep because you guys were going nuts over the black sheep. So I'm going to do that. Oh, that was so aggressive. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Thanks, guys. Because I also have this color. I have a lot of this color. And I feel like this will make a cute sheep too. With a black face and black feet. Or maybe gray feet and a gray face. I don't know. Or arguing about it when it's a fact check. Yeah, I don't understand. All of Sweet Snuggles? It makes cute owls. Yeah, I have so much of it. I have so much of this, and I just want to get rid of it. I think we might make one with a black face, just because I've really been wanting to use this skein. Nothing personal. Children related. Do people put that in their channels? Maybe I should do that. I appreciate you asking. We don't talk about kids here because it gets weird. And right now what's going on in my life, because my life is falling apart. I don't have in the description of the video. Oh, I could do that. Thank you. That's a good idea. And no age in the chat. Just 2 colors. I can't remember the name. Either one is Pool. I know Pool was. I know Chenille Home Slim had a lot of colors on clearance. Yeah. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go crack a drink to make me feel better. I don't want to do gray right now just because I don't want to go upstairs and get the gray. Because upstairs is just making me sad. So, you got my shirt. Thank you. My mom got it for me. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go get a drink. A drinky drink. They had, yeah, all the thick velvet is gone. It is a special lemonade. We're going to put it in a special cooler cup so that way I don't get problems with you guys. I'll be right back. Oh my God, did you just hear my hip crack when I stood up? That hurt. Owie. Oh, come on. Two seconds, guys. I can't get this bottle open. Hey. Ooh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, Miss Ruthie. Hi, baby. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Good girl. Scoochie. Good girl. I love this. These cups can hold any size can. A regular can, like a soda can. This one, which is like a long skinny can, it can hold a beer bottle. And it works wonderfully. And I love them. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video. And this, I added a little extra special something to it. It's real good. Yep. Hi, Debbie. You liked, thank you. But anyway, these are linked to my Amazon storefront. I love, Ben has one in green. I have my pink one. Makes me very happy. Yes, they are the ones who manufacture those yarns. That is why they have them and are on sale. All right, guys, I'm going to make another sheep quick because I want to use up this white. Hard Arizona teas, I have not. It does keep it cold, yes. I put creme de violette in it because I'm a lavender girly, especially with my summer cocktails. Chinese food for dinner, yum. I just put a pot pie thing in the air fryer. Yeah. What yarn should you stay away from? I feel like staying away from yarn, it's all personal preference. Love twisted teas. If you guys have not tried Surfsides are awesome. Oh, and there's the one that makes the iced tea that's not Surfside, but it's also like they're really, really good. Not twisted tea. Yeah, definitely not. Oh yeah, you should stay away from Hobby Lobby, definitely. Love surf. What are they? Sun Cruisers? Sun Cruisers. I love both of them. Sun Cruisers are even better than that. The cup holder is linked on my Amazon storefront. I think it's in kitchen signs. Kitchen things. So Surfside is made by Stateside. Sun Cruisers is what I was thinking about. I would pair together Sweet Snuggles Light and Parfait Chunky in the same product. Yes, I would. And if you want to buy Parfait Chunky, you can buy it with my link. You got 2 balls earring. Very nice. The Cursed Mushroom. Interesting. Do they had crap for like a yarn? Yeah. Yarn Bee Chenille, it is awful. So I was starting an owl with this skein months ago, and I never finished it. I think I even ended up ripping it. And so this skein has just been sitting down here being all sad and lonely. And I think it's going to make really cute sheep. So I'm very excited. Balled it up into 2 and now you're loom knitting. Ah. Oh, I completely agree. I don't understand how Hobby Lobby and Michaels are staying in business and Joann couldn't figure it out. I've heard mixed things about Delaware Pride. It really depends on what you are selling. I had friends last year that said they wouldn't go back. Or have an artificial taste. I love the Surfsides. Don't apologize, you're so good. You rage quit on knitting at the moment? All right. I'm really honestly kind of glad that we're working downstairs because we do have a lot of stuff down here that needs to get worked through that I don't want to bring upstairs. How do I like my new glasses? I like being able to see, and I've been avoiding ordering contacts, and I think I might have waited too long for the prescription, so we're going to be wearing them for a bit. Hello, hello. Made 4 blankets last weekend. That's awesome. You are new. Welcome. That big twist inclusivity would have been perfect. What? I had to go to the local yarn shop to get help casting on for knitting. I can cast on. I don't know if I'd remember how to cast off. I make animals. I don't know if I'd remember how to cast off, but I still can cast on. There's a tube for that. Oh, absolutely. Oh, and I've been making sweaters. Oh, yeah, the rainbow big twist yarn. Yeah. Selling a doll dress. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Need a shirt and shorts with it. Very nice. Good night. Thank you so much. I have to decide if I'm going to do Pride this year. It's kind of just going to depend on scheduling. Maybe it was 4. Maybe it was 4 and not 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, we are at the right number. What time is it? It is 10:36. I am making a sheep on a hexagon cardigan. Very nice. I have so many like half-started projects down here that I really need to just like finish. And like so many skeins that I have plans for. 1, 2. That I just need to do. I am making a sheep. Giant mushroom guy. I used 3 stands worth of yarn. It's like 2 feet tall without the hat. Oof. Yes, this is larger than blanket yarn. Working on a raccoon. Very fun. I hate that this yarn is squeaking. A newborn hexie-cardi. That's so sweet. You love my seahorse pattern. Thank you. Again, I really want to get back into pattern writing. I have so many ideas. I've just been so flipping stressed that I have not had time. About Pride for your mom and a buy flag hats for your sister and girlfriend. And yes, I have many sisters. Very nice. A scrap yarn blanket. I don't think I've ever made, that's a lie. I was like, I don't think I've ever made a scrap yarn blanket. That's a total lie. What made me get started? I lost my job because of COVID and I had to pivot. And so I started going live on TikTok and then I did some craft shows and then learned a lot. C2C Graph Can, I love those. Love those. I do not have a capybara pattern. That's my story. And my grandma taught me to crochet when I was 6, and AC Moore, may she rest in peace, went out of business in 2020. So I got a lot of yarn when AC Moore went out of business and like used all that. You're so good, Lauren. I am making a sheep. A ruffle skirt kick. Ooh. I'm trying. That's not true. So I need to keep working through yarn, and we really got to start prepping for my shows that are coming up, because I really feel like I haven't been prepping all that much. Not that I really have. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day. While doing dishes. Oh, it is still Monday, unfortunately. Car shopping is on hold for the moment, because they're talking about fixing my car. And if I'm trading in cars, I want to trade them both in, because we have 2 Hyundais, which the one barely runs. So we're going to trade. We have 3 cars. We have Ben's Hyundai Santa Fe, we had my Hyundai Sonata, and then we have the minivan. And the Hyundai Santa Fe has over 200,000 miles on it, and I'm terrified of it getting stolen again. And they are still working on fixing my car. I don't think we're gonna get a new car or start even looking for a car yet until like the end of April. Into a chain and then rolled it into a ball last time I measured it. So, oh, wow. A blanket scarf, very nice. You might stay up late watching me illuminate. Yes. You love the Paisley the pig. Yes. We are never buying another Hyundai ever again, or a Kia ever again. Cops told me, do not buy a Hyundai, do not buy a Kia. They are the easiest cars to steal. They did not catch the piece of shit that stole it. Yeah. So it's really like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So like they're fixing my car, but it honestly kind of would have been better had they just totaled it. A mini what? So we got to remember, guys, I don't really drive much ever anywhere. So whatever car we get, Ben has to fit into to drive me around. Drink, she said. Oh, Mini Cooper. Oh, got you. Mini Cooper is not even on the table. Like over 80% damage. I was shocked. I was screaming at the insurance company today. Kia Forte for a while. Partner has a Kia Soul. And super great 1 year and then went so bad. Yep. Do have decent legroom, but like no storage. Yeah. Where am I going to put all the yarn? Fits in it with room to spare. So Ben has been in, I don't like driving. I'm not a good driver. No, I don't like driving. So you guys got to remember, right? I'm from New York. If I could take the subway everywhere, I would, and I much prefer it so much. We are drinking, yes, we are. Kelsman says, hi, Sarah, hello. Yes, I am a passenger princess. Yes, for safety reasons, guys, I have zero problem saying I am not the best driver, okay? When I was 18, I was pulled over twice for drunk driving while being stone cold sober. Granted, it was 4 o'clock in the morning and I was coming home from karaoke, but again, not the best driver, okay? all-wheel drive or 4x4. So I don't think we're doing that either. I think we are going to end up with either a Prius or a Toyota Camry. Drake every time she... What even is a subway? We have none of that. It's like in New York City, like the New York City subway, it's a train, like the train system. Social anxiety is too high for public transport. I thrived on the subway, okay? I lived my best life. I am not interested in cars at all, but I need to get one because my car was stolen out of my driveway. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is trading in the Hyundai Santa Fe and the Hyundai Sonata, and we're gonna either get a Prius or a Toyota Camry hybrid. We wanted a Tesla, but there's no way in this God's green earth that I am now going to give any money to Elon Musk. So the night is young and my drink is full. Passenger gremlin, yeah. So again, I am not driving a big car. I don't like driving the Santa Fe. I don't love driving the minivan. I don't love big cars. Like, that's too big for me. I love my Santa Fe. I loved my Santa Fe, okay? It was my baby. It was my first big adult purchase. I loved that car. That car was my pride and joy. So yeah, that car was my pride and joy. I had a consult with someone on how to buy cars and negotiation and everything. We want something that's going to last a long time. That's kind of the main thing here. I want something to last longer than my Santa Fe did, that they're not going to steal out of my driveway. I'm willing to do Honda. If I could drive a compact, I would. Ben doesn't fit in it. Ben, my parents used to have a Ford Forte, Ford whatever their one was, and his head touched the ceiling. I'm not opposed to a Honda, but we definitely want something that's a hybrid. I really think we're either getting a Prius or a Camry hybrid. My yarn has a knot. What do I do? I would cut it and retie it. Oh man, guys, comments are coming in very fast. So lying big was being sold and Joann is closing. And now a Ford 150. Yeah. I learned to drive on a Toyota Camry. Ben is 6'1", but he is all torso. He has no legs. When we needed to drive in the snow, we used the minivan, and the minivan does great. Jetta Volkswagen was the best car I had, upgraded to a Yukon. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm 5'1". Toyota Venza hybrid. How big is it? Okay, alcohol poisoning. Because again, like the Hyundai Santa Fe, that's like a, what is it? The in-between from like the big car to the small car. What do they call it? It's not an SUV. It's like a mini SUV, whatever the hell they call it. I don't know. They have a work program at a farm, and I've missed most of the lives lately. That's okay. I haven't been live in over a week. You haven't missed anything. A new Volvo SUV. See, I don't want to drive an SUV. I'm actually not going to drive an SUV. I will not be buying a mid-size. Yes, I'm not buying an SUV. Nope. Nope. Compact SUV, whatever. I'm not driving an SUV. I'm not going to do it. Yes. Station wagon. That's what I want, a sedan. My four-door sedan was a bigger sedan. Crossover. Thank you, Kyle. I loved my Hyundai. I loved every single thing about my Hyundai. I bought that car with 4,000 miles on it from Hyundai. The previous owner was Hyundai. It was their car that they drove to and from the bank. I loved that car. I bought that car in 2019. It was a 2017. I loved that car. I want to do something similar. So I'm looking at like 2021 something. Buick Encore, it's so tight and small. See, I like small. I don't know. I have a hard enough time seeing over the steering wheel. I don't like big cars. I don't like them. A Volvo, Toyota, Camry, or Avalon. Yeah. Yeah. Again, we're also thinking Toyota Prius. We're really thinking about a Prius, but I need to go and test drive cars, and I can't do that right now. Pickup truck. I will never, for the love of all things that are holy, own a pickup truck. Especially coming from Long Island, all the guys have pickup trucks. They think that they're so freaking cool, and I'm like, you're lame. You're overcompensating. No. Because none of them on Long Island need it for anything. Ugh, no, not a pickup truck. No rebates for plugins by the government. The Prius is a hybrid. The Prius isn't fully electric. At least not the Priuses I was looking at. But I also need to make sure that Ben will fit in it. And I need to make sure that I like driving it. I don't know what I'm going to like driving, and I need to go drive some things, but I'm not going to do that right now. Or a Nissan Leaf, yeah. Because again, I don't leave my house. I don't go very far. If I go anywhere, I go to Joann, and guess what? Joann is closing, so guess what? I'm trying to talk myself into getting a gym membership to make myself get out of the house in the morning. A Vespa. I found out my mom has her motorcycle license. I was like, what? And loves a Prius, yeah. Ben loves Priuses too. I just want to make sure that he's going to fit in it. Honda Accord hybrid. Ben does not fit in a Honda Accord. Ben's head hits the ceiling on a Honda Accord. A Mazda 3. Zoom, zoom. Hubby has a Honda Accord. I like it, but it's too fancy for me. The Accord is useful for shows, though, and for local ones. Yeah. Yeah. I ride my power wheelchair super fast. Ben is 6'1". I love tiny cars. They make me feel so safe. I don't know why, but I do. My brother's 6'5". He drove a Prius, yeah. Ben has driven a Prius. He liked it. He really wanted a Tesla, and I was like, no. And now he's also on the no. I'm tired, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Here to evangelize about minis, the electric one, and pack the yarn with it for Diana, you lost me. I'm confused. I'm 6 foot and I understand about small cars. And I respect that. You know, I want Ben to be comfortable. When I bought my last car, granted, he loved it, but he fits in my car. And that wasn't what I was even thinking about when I bought it. I was going to say I don't even think we were married when I bought it, but that's not true. Yes. No, I bought it before we were married. Yeah. I didn't care. It was my car. He had his car, right? But my car gets better gas mileage, so he's been using my car. Nissan Altima, yeah. Want your slave to be comfortable. I try fine, Patrick. Ben loved his motorcycle. I sold Ben's motorcycle. I'll put him out of his misery. Oh my God. Oh man. Ford Escapes. Okay. But isn't that a bigger car? Is the Ford Escape their bigger one? I don't want an SUV. I don't want an SUV or a crossover or any of that shit. I'm not gonna drive that. And this is to replace my baby. So I still have to be comfortable to drive my baby. My baby! I am so upset about my car. I was hysterical. Drink, she swore. Cheers. Guys, we're almost getting to the point where I gotta go get my second lemonade. Best stress reliever in the summer. Ooh, it makes me so nervous. You'll fit right in. I wish you could hear my partner's commentary. Smaller SUVs are typically shorter than sedan. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm too high and it doesn't make me feel safe. Gotta grab more Baileys. They stole the yarn too. I'm sure that they just like threw the yarn out the window, but I don't know. I'm drinking Surfside lemonade with some creme de violette in it because I'm fancy. Volkswagen Golf. So I had to have a second glass. Cheers to you, yay. Good. Oh, Lexus is expensive though. Guys, I'm broke. Little over 6, but they have good headroom. So sorry about your car issue. Thank you. We'll never go back. I can't. Ben has a crossover and I don't like it. It's an SUV, but small at the same time. I don't want an SUV. Throw my yarn out the window. I'm so over it. Cheers to the ginger ale. As we have an incoming cyclone hurricane. Woof. Panic bought the bottled water, yes. Big cars for some reason too high. So I don't mind driving the minivan. About to grab a glass of wine. Yes, Lauren. Higher is the way to go. Small is just getting squashed energy, anxiety overload. So high gives me too much anxiety. I don't like driving the Santa Fe. Saw stuff when I put her in the yard. Oh no. I don't like being in an SUV. I don't like it. I've never been comfortable. It took me a lot to be okay with driving A, his car, and B, driving the minivan. It took so much for me to be comfortable driving the minivan, which is crazy to me because there was one point where a friend of mine had a 12-passenger van with the mirrors that were this big, and I drove that thing like crazy and I loved it. But I'm not buying a 12-passenger van. Thank you, Tammy. Have a good night. Have a good night, Raquel. Thank you. I'm drinking Monsters and Diet Dr. Pepper. Yes, you are. Got a little overwhelmed. I had to unexist for a while, much longer than I expected. But you know, you're okay, Ollie. We're here. I disappeared too. I messaged you finally today. Don't happen to drive on I-80 in Illinois. What? But a Subaru Crosstrek? I have no idea what that is. I had a 15-passenger van, learned how to drive on that thing. Never again. Being high is so scary. I don't know what it was about this 12-passenger van, but I loved driving it. And I was fine. But I learned how to drive on my grandmother's Toyota Corolla. Camry. And I loved that car. See, and again, like, I am not the person who needs to have a new car every 2 years. Like, a lot of my friends back home, they are all about the new car and getting a new lease and doing this. And like, my one friend has a Kia Telluride. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Anyway, the new car thing has never been my thing. It's 4 wheels and an engine. It needs to get me from point A to point B. That's all I care about. I don't really care what it looks like. I have zero, I don't care. It could be purple. It could be black. It could be what, like, I don't care. I need 4 wheels and an engine at a good price. But I just, like, the higher stuff does not make me feel safe. That station wagon you requested. Yeah, station wagon. I'm old. I want a station wagon. The views and likes aren't adding up. That's fair. Also, unnecessarily long cars can't do it. I had to drive Hub's old. I'm also, who's money to keep getting new cars. Long Island, people from Long Island, they do. You know what they're doing in Long Island right now, and it makes me sick. So I have officially decided that the Cybertruck is the new punch buggy, okay? This is my theory. It's the new punch buggy. But not as fun, but it's essentially the new punch buggy, right? And what they do on Long Island, because they have so much money, it's sickening. They wrap those things. What? Like, that is the most Long Island thing I have ever heard in my life. You have a $100,000 pickup truck that's a piece of garbage that keeps breaking, and you're gonna wrap it? Patrick is the Lisa with the Infinity, and I'm driving a 9-year-old Honda Civic. I love a Honda Civic, though. Drive a F-150, a full-size custom van. Oh, God. It's too big. It'll talk me out of it, I think. I'll either get a smart car or a flat when I get enough money. Yeah. The Lego trucks. But literally, like, have you ever seen a green Cybertruck? Because I have. Have you ever seen one that's wrapped with French fries and chicken nuggets and stuff? I have. What are they doing? They just have money to just throw at things, and it makes me sick. I'm just like, what? What? What are you doing? Why? Like, there is nothing more to say, F you, I have money, than I'm buying a Cybertruck and I'm going to put a wrap on it. Ugh. God. Long Island. I had to pull over and have Poppy drive. Yeah. I just don't drive. They are in debt up to their booties, probably. Power Wheels. Yeah. Wrapping a Cybertruck is like trying to polish a turd. Oh, man. I can't. I just can't. That's Long Island. Like, that is the most Long Island thing I think I have ever heard. Apart from, like, pizza and shit, it's like, nope, wrapping a Cybertruck. That's an insult. Can we save Joann's? No, but we can turn a Cybertruck into an order of fries. Love your Ford Escape. Okay. Work in Philly. Where are you even parking them? I don't know. And drink. Glad you're back live. I need your energy. Working on a mini unicorn for a show on the 14th. Yes! Double drink. Guys, I need to go get more. But Ben and I just hadn't had time to go do that. Other than the gym or the grocery store, 9-year-old car was $700. But that's not even bad. Call that thing a truck insulting. There's a funny short on Insta comparing it to a hearse. Oh, that's hysterical. Why the hearse is the better car. Should be Christian, but you'll include me in the Your Inspiration sale, so I'm shopping. I feel like I should go look at the Your Inspiration sale, but I also really shouldn't look at the Your Inspiration sales. Oh, what about my chicken pot pie? That's great. All right, well, I guess that means we're going to go take a break and go get my chicken pot pie, because now we said chicken pot pie, and now I want my chicken pot pie. Not just Philly, Delco and Montco too. They are all ugly. They're pullback cars. Yes, they are all over Delco. They are all over Delco. But I swear to God, every time I see a Cybertruck, I go, Cybertruck, like I did Punch Buggy, like all the time. You just pat on it, I need to make a giant one for the sofa. Yep. And you can do stuff to it. From Joann? Yeah. I probably have spent close to $3,000 at this point on Joann yarn. Not saying I've been good though. The one is a cat? Yeah. Big twist at Walmart? Yeah. That hand motion? Guys, but this sheep is going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. I'm actually really liking this. Rail truck sewing, cyber trucks are hysterical. That's hysterical. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go get my chicken pot pie and my sippy sippy. The adult sippy sippy. Your sheep are so cute. Thanks, guys. I went so hard on the rainbow big twist living yarn and the sales were so good before liquidation. And that's the thing, like everyone's like, oh, the sales suck. I'm like, that's how liquidation goes. They get worse before they get better. I'm literally like excited to go to all of the sales once it's like the week before, the day before. All right, I will be right back. However, I'm also gonna stand up and I'm gonna have to pee. So give me like 2 minutes to go get everything handled, okay? Because we need a new sippy sippy. But again, it holds all different sizes. Pretty great. I love it. Guys, I really needed this. This has been wonderful. I've really enjoyed this. I will be right back. I needed this. I love it. It is like 13 bucks. But again, they're on my Amazon storefront. I love these. Ben's one is neon green. Because, fun fact, when I do my shows at the beach, that's why we bought these. These were bought for my shows at the beach. Yes, I will be back in literally 2 minutes. Give me a minute. Ruthie's gonna be the star of the show now. Right, baby? I know. Come here. You gonna take my seat? Go ahead, take the seat. Yes, you good girl. Keep everyone company. I'll be right back. Okay, baby. Excuse me. Good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Can you scooch, please? Scooch. Go. Yes, good girl. So all I had left was Sun Cruisers. I didn't have any more lemonade left. I was very sad. So it's like a pot pie empanada. I'm very excited about it. Well, lovely crack, wasn't it? Hi, baby. She is curled up right next to me. I know. How are you, baby girl? Oh, she's sleeping. She's sleepy. She's so sleepy. Good girl. So yeah, it's like a pot pie empanada. Something was hard. It was good. Someone mentioned Joann again. Love you. Amazing. I'm sorry. I would definitely check your Joann by the time it ends, because that's when the sales are going to be best. And you might find some gems. Who knows? All right. Sarah, thank you for reminding me about this, because this has been wonderful. I greatly enjoyed that. I needed it. Right, 9 weeks post-op knee surgery. Yes. Might disappear for a while. I'm sorry, Mel. Why? I've disappeared from Discord. I gotta get back on it. And she didn't seem interested in the conversation. Oh. She says, there's enough yarn in the house. Mom does not need to buy more. Are you okay, Mel? What's going on? I also have not had 2 seconds to go to my P.O. box, FYI. Because my P.O. box closes at 4. And my plumber was here today till 5:30. I'm not okay. I'm sorry, Mel. You have a lot going on. My plumber was here until 5:30. And then, like, every day that I've tried to go to the P.O. box, I get there and they're closed. I've gone there like 3 times and they're closed. I literally think I'm about to change my P.O. box location to one that's open until 6. We're here for you, Mel. I don't see any yarn in the house either. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. I hope Trader Joe's brings those back, because that's really good. They were like a trial thing at Trader Joe's, and I happened to be there when they came in, and oh man, that was good. Those are solid. I don't know why I wanted the pot pie so bad, but that was good. Never heard of such a thing. Never. Okay, I think this sheep is gonna be cute. So depending on what time the plumber is here until tomorrow, maybe I'll be able to get to the P.O. box. But then that means I also have to drive. Ugh. The disgust. I have to drive. Ugh. I don't want to drive. Chili at 11 with the night shifter switching to the day schedule is lovely. What? Are you eating chili? Whoa, that switched to white. Wrong. 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 Excuse me. Am I chili at 11 with the night shifter switching to day schedule? What do you mean? Just got done with my St. Patrick's Day card. Very nice. Buying yarn and using yarn are two different hobbies. That tracks. Chili the food or chili the restaurant? Chili the food. Restaurants here aren't open that late. Based on how comfortable it is to cuddle with. She cuddles with a lot of my stuff. I think that would be hysterical. Actually. I was gonna start a different series that I still might eventually start, so I'm not going to share what it is. Oh, Chili just got, So does, hopefully, Ben's new job, if he gets it. Don't get me started. Chile? Interesting. This yarn is squeaking and I don't like it. Does it have beans or no? Chili has to have beans. If it doesn't have beans, it's not chili. When the yarn squeaks, it absolutely does sound like balloon animals. You're 100% correct. And pan over to Ruthie being cute. It's beef and sauce without the beans. I agree. Chili is just meat. No, meat soup. Get ready for it. Get ready for what, Kyle? Beans make the chili. I agree. Hello. Oh my God, it's squeaking. I don't like it. It's also an animal. I think I'm obsessed with this sheep. Texas chili doesn't have beans. It's wrong. It's wrong. They're wrong, and it's fine. They're allowed to be wrong. It's okay. Kyle. Now, here's the question, Kyle. Are you eating Texas chili? You love that sheep? Thank you, Mel. Yeah, this sheep I am very happy with. I should join the feds because the sheep deprivation. He's putting me through sucks. And it's a big debate. It's so wrong. Your arm is so tired. I'm sorry. I see, that's about to be my life, I hope. But I don't know. We've got a long way until we're there. Dinner is served promptly at midnight, but I'm okay with that. I am a night owl. It sets my sensory issues and I can't swallow and I'm gagging right now thinking about it. Oh, I love beans. Are you really untangling and caking her yarn? That is amazing. There are beans in my chili. Okay, good. Instead of oiling your machine, oil your hook. Basically. I mean, I'm all for midnight dinners. I'm literally eating midnight dinner now. I'm okay with that. I don't know how Ben is going to do with the 2 weeks of day shift and 2 weeks of night shift. I don't understand why they do that. Like, just keep it on one or keep it on the other. I feel like that's hard. Just waiting for it to arrive. Oh, that's awesome. September. Fingers crossed. Maybe March. Maybe... I don't know. I'm so nervous. I don't know. Kyle, we need to go get a drink. You have not missed everything. We have not been doing much but drinking and eating and making sheep. Ugh. I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing on this sheep. About 50 skeins left. Yeah. No nerves, just yarn. Nope, nothing's wrong. Everything's perfect. Everything's amazing. I hate untangling yarn. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. The DuPont schedule? We're having one. Oh, God. What do I need to make for my fair? Tangle yarn, I'll untangle it for you. Done, Ollie. Big items, elephants, axolotls. I don't have kids. Bees, but my knitting machine is broken. I should make more. Like, I literally need more of everything, I think, because we have a lot of shows. We have a lot of shows coming up. I don't even know what I need right now. 7 days of beta. What is the DuPont schedule? I don't know what that means. What is that? Yes, Yarn Club. Oh my God. Tangled clearance bin at the Joann store. Yeah. I love untangling yarn. Yep. I don't know what yarn I'm going to use for ear warmers yet. I'm going to end up buying a bunch of yarns and trying to see what's going to go through the machine. And that'll be a YouTube video eventually when we get there, when I have less yarn than I do now. Because I have too much right now. You guys. She's out cold. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. I know I'm bothering you. I'm sorry, Mama. I don't know what the DuPont schedule is. When she's this tired, she might let me hold her like a baby. Give me 2 seconds because I'm totally going to take advantage of this time right now. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi, Muffin. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. Oh, yeah. You're playing Yarn Chicken? I'm not sure what to buy. Any suggestions? Anything that you need, I would definitely say Big Twist. Stay, 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 stay. I know you don't love this. When she was a puppy, she would fall asleep in my arms just like this. Stay, stay. Ruthie, I know. Stay, stay, stay. She used to let me do this all the time. She doesn't love it as much anymore. Please, please. Okay. I'll explain it at happy hour. All right, done. That's my girl. I have an inventory done. I have an inventory sheet that I like. Thank you. Safety. Yes, she's a good girl. That's my baby girl. She's so snuggly. Yes. She's so snuggly. That's a good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. Hello, Mama. Hi. Oh, those eyes are closing. Those eyes are closing. Yes, they are. They're getting heavy. They're getting so heavy. That's a good girl. How many dogs do I have? Just one. It's a 4-week, 4-shift rotating schedule. Okay, okay, okay. You want to get down. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. There you go. Go ahead. Come in. Go ahead. Oh, shake, shake, shake. 4-week, 12-hour days, then 3 off, then work 3 days, off 1 day, work 3 days, off. What the fudge? Medicinal puppy moments, yeah. Hi, baby. Oh, yes, you snuggle up real tight. See, she would rather snuggle this way than let me hold her like a baby anymore. You want to inventory my unused yarn? Have at it. I did bring in 1 tote of yarn from the garage, though, and that tote is almost empty. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. I know, I know, I know. Just stay here. However, I do have more yarn coming. This is my snuggly girl. You want your face covered? You want to tuck your nose? There you go. Yeah, I know you do. How many totes of yarn in the garage? 5 or 6? Five or 6? That is such a weird schedule. But a full-on yarn tour. Guys. People already hate my yarn hauls and put nasty comments in the comments. I'm like, it's a bit much. at the workplace. It's a weird schedule though. Like the 2 on 2 off sliding weekends, I feel like works better. But then switching from night shift to day shift every 2 weeks, like, I don't understand that. Going to bed and being surprised playfully jelly that I didn't include him in on the watch. Smack him with my cane. Oh, jeez. Keeps me from shopping. I also, like, gotta get my shit together because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we may have hit a milestone this month. Because I wake up, take care of the dogs, pack lunches, and make breakfast. I wake up and oh, have a good night, Kyle. So we may have hit a milestone. What does that say? Subscribers. Do you feel like I went shopping with you? Aww. Switching nights and days gives me night shift over that choice. Yeah, I don't understand it. Thanks, guys. I saw that this morning and I was like, finally. Three weeks of night shift, 11. That's so weird. You get a week off every 4 weeks. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. What is your crying? Aaliyah, why are you crying? I don't care what other people think. Fair enough. 6-day week, 10 hours a day, 2.5 from home. So understand your struggle. Yeah, that's weird. Do with your time and your money is nobody's with. Thank you. Well, a lot of times it's like, you didn't need all that. Look at all the yarn behind you. Or they'll be like, one of the channels I watch put up a warning explaining that her yarn haul is for someone who crochets full time with their primary income. This is not over. Yeah. Well, I said that in the last one and they were like, it's a bit much. I was like, go kick rocks. 7 grandbabies over 7. He never sees the babies. Oh. Congrats on 20K. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. So I got to get on like my game here because I was prepping for a giveaway, but then it happened so fast. So I got to get my stuff together. I may have gotten some Vortex for a giveaway. Maybe. That's crazy. Was time for something? Yep. Yuck or yum, exactly. So it will be on Instagram, as all my giveaways are. Just because it's easier. I'm sorry, love. I'm full on mods right now. Melissa, thank you so much. Me commenting. Thanks, Anna. Oh. For international, I can do a pattern giveaway. With the way that shipping is right now and with the tariffs that are about to happen, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I am Crochet Vision on Instagram. Yep. Aaliyah, what are you saying? Oh yeah, you're incredible. Just for 25% off coupon for ordering online. Yeah. I placed an online order. It should get here tomorrow. Oh, maybe I could do a yarn haul tomorrow. It's all going to depend on what time the plumber leaves. I don't think a video is going up tomorrow. Member of Rando, I love that. Aaliyah has been with me from the very beginning, and I love and appreciate her. Aaliyah's been with me since Code Grandma. But I gotta see if I can get to my P.O. box to get to do the yarn haul. How are your grandmas? They're doing good from what I can tell. I have not seen them. When I was on my New York trip, I did not get to go see them, unfortunately. It was a very family-full work trip of Ben's family. It wasn't even a work trip. It was a funeral trip. So I didn't get to go see them. Oh, you know what I could do? I could post the Terry grandma video tomorrow. Or maybe I'll edit the grandma blanket video. We'll see what I can do. You and patterns don't get along yet? That's okay. Sometimes it works better if you actually write out the pattern in words you understand instead of all the abbreviations. I used to have to do that. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. It's adorable. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm obsessed. I love him. He's cute. Kind of obsessed. Love it. Another thing I want to do, and I think original pattern, it's available on my website. It also gives you the pattern to do the hedgehog, which has a skinny face. No need to apologize. It is on my website. Words are hard. What was I saying? He looks like Sean like sheep. What was I saying before I said I loved the sheep? Oh, for all those big chunky yarns, I found some patterns. I found some I found a rainbow, and I found a few others for like hand knitting patterns. I love the sheep. The board of this card is driving me up a wall. Yeah. And I might make some of those. It's this really cute like rainbow pillow thing. Unfortunately, grandmas just live kind of far away. Need to make it and leave it on my sofa. Her husband's return on Wednesday. Yes. Oh, I missed. I think I might do that. There's a duck that I found, and there's a few others that I think of the hand knitting, and I think that that'll help me get rid of some stuff. All right, well, I want to use this. So guess what? This is my live, and I'm only going to make the shell, and I don't care. I don't care. It's what I want to do, and that's what we're going to do. I'm also going to pull this from the outside, which I also don't normally do, but we're going to do it that way. I really hope that this comes out the way I'm seeing it in my mind. What color is it? I don't know. Beach Day. Yeah, that tracks. The colorway is called Beach Day. An outside pull. I know, but the skein is so big that if I pull it from the inside, it's gonna be weird. Like it'll collapse on itself. What's an outside pull? So normally, Aaliyah, when I crochet, I pull from the inside. And like I pull from the inside of the skein from in here. But instead, I am going to pull this from the outside. And normally the skein will roll around, but the way I'm doing it, I'm literally just pulling off chunks at a time. That way it'll hold its shape a little bit better, as I am definitely not gonna finish it. Wine, chocolate, and Dr. Pepper refills. Yes. Scandalous. I know. Ollie, don't you have work in the morning? Don't get me wrong. I love that you're here, but I don't want you to end up having problems in the morning. Sarcastically. Okay. Shh. Guys, we're having fun. I don't make a lot of my Big Mama Turtle pattern anymore. Like, I haven't made it in quite some time. We don't gotta worry about that. That's tomorrow Ollie's problem. No! I'm really, really hoping this is gonna work up the way I have it in my head, because I have not made these Big Mama Turtles in a while because they just weren't moving as much as they had been. They used to move really well. I guess I upped the price, so that makes sense, I guess. But this pattern and the small turtle will probably be going to my testers very soon. Do I make yarn? I do not. Yet. Anything can change. Anything can happen. Who knows? Excuse me. Thought you did. No, I do not. Ooh, testing, yes. I ordered it, Yvonne. I have heard that not all Joann shipments are actually getting shipped. So I'm a little bit nervous that they might cancel it, but it is still processing. So fingers crossed. I ordered it. We'll see. How do you make yarn? You go through a manufacturer. When is my marker time? What do you mean? No, the second you said yes, Yvonne, I ordered it, but I'm concerned if it's going to actually get here. So we'll see. All of my orders shipped. We will see. I have one order that shipped, but I ordered that before the announcement of the closing. And this one has been already sitting for longer than I've had. I'm going to cry. I know. I'm sorry. Yvonne, I will make this work for you. Do not worry. If it is the last thing I do, I will figure out something that we can get to work. That was when I called them. Oh. I would threaten to sue. You placed yours yesterday? Yeah. Oh, when's my next market? My next market is in either April or May. I haven't heard back from the April show yet. I have not tried Zaddy yarn. Go Karen on their ass. Yeah. Use the word "you're stealing from me" and threaten to sue and press charges. It's amazing what will happen. There are no refunds. They are not doing any refunds anymore. Plushies and keychains, yeah. I think I love this. Yes, I didn't do it on camera, but yes. My birthday's in October, October 30th. I kind of love this. I just don't know what color to make the body. It's kind of the question. I might need to go to that Yarn Inspiration sale and get some more beiges. Was there any more court dates back to work going to go? What? Birthday's in May. Very nice. I think you can only get Vortex if your store has it, but I am going to be doing a giveaway with some. Cream or almond, yeah. Love my sweatshirt. Thank you. The Aurora colorway. Which one was that? My showers bring my flowers. I have not used Elle by Me from Premier yet. No, I have not. It looks great though. Most of the Premier yarns I've ever gotten have been fantastic. I'm a Premier affiliate. I love their yarns so much. So if you use my link, I greatly appreciate it. I'm screwed us up. That's okay, Melissa. There's one on the 6th, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. I actually don't really think I'm in the headspace to go right now. So I don't believe so. To celebrate what, Ollie? What did I miss? And you're still live. Hello, hello. Oh, birthdays. Got it. Stay home. You have enough going on. That's kind of like where I'm at. I don't think I'm going to go. I can probably listen to it online, and I'm probably going to do that. Hello, hello, Irene. May 15th, you're a Taurus. Oh. My anniversary is April 11th. Deserve, love your content, usually a silent watcher. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you. If we get to celebrate it this year. Personality-wise, yes. How are we doing tonight? I'm having a great time. How long have we been married? It'll be 6 years in April. And we'll be together 12 years in April. Yep. For 30 years on the 25th. Whoa. So Ben and I got married on the same day that his parents got married, at the same place my parents got married. 3 years of marriage, that's awesome, Ollie. Love the shell colorway I'm working with, thank you. Sarah, have another drink. You don't have to tell me twice. Cheers, y'all. Seven years with my guy. Aw. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Erica. I appreciate it. How long have I been a dog mom? We've had Ruthie for 3.5 years. Actually, no. Four years now? We've had her for 4 years now. We got her in January 2021. 4 years now. You're so good, Ollie. No need to apologize. Please keep the chat going. 4 years anniversary, July 4th, going married. 7 together. That's awesome. Yeah, I picked Ben out of the I picked Ben. Married for 38 years. Yes. It's like that one. That one's mine. And I trapped him when I was 18. I'm like, you're stuck with me forever. And now he's like, you're stuck with me. I'm like, I picked you. He's like, yeah, you did. Happily single for 53 years. Yes. Tips for crocheting with black yarn. They have headlamps. I have them on my Amazon storefront, and those really help. Or I had glasses that had lights on them. Those are on my Amazon storefront. Those work really well. Light is your best friend. How did Ben and I meet? Ben and I met at a karaoke bar out on Long Island. At a karaoke night with a church group. And him and I hit it off right away. And he was the only guy at the bar not wearing flannel because we're on Long Island and they all think that they're country boys on Long Island, and they're not. And I was not into that. I never figured out the context. No, I did not. Eating Zod's pretzels, yes. And it was karaoke night, and I wanted to show off, and we sang Love the Way You Lie with Eminem and Rihanna together. And then my two best friends pulled me into the bathroom to tell me that he was my best friend's ex-boyfriend. So then I hid from him for the rest of the night. Together 13 years now, yeah. And so the next week at karaoke, like I hid, like absolutely hid. And he was looking for me and I hid. Or it was a small bar. And so I was terrified. The next week at the end of karaoke, he realized I was hiding from him and got my number, and we were texting, and then we went out on a date on March 28th, 2013. And no, that's the day I met him. We went out on a date. It was April 11th. And no, it was earlier than that, because we went out on the date and Sarah was ballsy. And this was right after Hurricane Sandy had tore apart Long Island. And at a basketball game over 6 years ago, and I've been ever since. So we were going to go to the beach and walk the beach, so I was wearing a dress. And this was pre-smartphones, so he map quested his way to my house, missed an exit, had an issue, and had to call me and be like, hey, I am by a car dealership. How do I get to your house? And I was like, I have no idea. Talk to my dad. He shows up at my house. He's 6'1". My dad is 5'8". 5'6", 5'8". My dad's short. He pulls up to my house and he's driving a red Volkswagen convertible. It was a cabrio. It was a cabrio, a Volkswagen cabrio. It's like a 1990 something. He's wearing a leather jacket with chains on his pants with a mohawk. And walks up to my front door. My dad was terrified of who I was going out with when it was actually the pastor's son. We went to the beach. I am terrified of bridges. We had to cross over a bridge, so I basically hopped in his lap. He had no idea what was going on. That when he found out. And we couldn't get to the beach. So we drove back to my parents' house because we decided we were going to go bowling, but I was wearing a dress. And because it was our first date, I had to look cute. So we went back to my parents' house, and he waited in the car because he was scared of my dad. And I walk inside, and it'd been like maybe an hour and a half. And he goes, wow, great date, huh? And I'm like, actually, it's going really well. I'm going to change. The beach was closed. We're going bowling. So I put on my Victoria's Secret yoga pants and a long sleeve shirt because I was cold. And we went bowling. And then we went to Applebee's, and I literally looked at him and I was like, so are you going to kiss me or not? Yeah. So, and then I felt crazy guilty because I was I really liked this guy, and he was my best friend's ex-boyfriend. And I remember sitting in this pizzeria parking lot with her and my other best friend at the time, who I'm still close with them. My one friend was like, look, she's not going to care. I'm like, but I'm a terrible friend and I just like him. I was so upset. And I knew at this point in time, she liked one of Ben's friends and ended up marrying him and was going after him. And I really liked Ben. And so we were in this parking lot and I literally was crying to her. I'm like, I'm so sorry. We went on a date. I really like him. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, Sarah, I don't give a shit. You want him? Go get him. I'm like, really? And so then I told him that my friend didn't care. And had I not gotten her permission, I don't know if I'd have continued dating him. I probably would have. I really liked him. He was such a good guy. He still is such a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. I had to go with him to work this past week for like a bunch of getting out of the military stuff. And I never realized how bad my ADHD was because I haven't been in a classroom setting since I was in high school. And I had to take like this class and with him. And it's like for getting out of the Coast Guard and military and blah, blah, whatever. And I could not stop fidgeting the entire time. Like, I would click my pen like nonstop and he'd be like, babe, stop. And I'd be like, okay. Then I'd tap the pen. He'd be like, babe, stop. And then my leg, I'd bounce. Like, I could not stop. And so we came home and he 3D printed me a fidget ring and surprised me with it. And it was so sweet. He was like, yeah, I don't know how nobody diagnosed me with ADHD. He's like, you could not sit still. I'm like, I couldn't. And he complimented me on my note-taking skills. And I'm like, that's how I got so good at note-taking, because I had to be moving and doing something. Show us a picture. I have showed you, yep. My partner was a rebound date. I had a date planned and he canceled on me, so I saw a hot guy and it killed it. I asked Matt by saying I was going to sell his organs on the black market. So one of the things that Ben said to me that I knew he was the one for me, he goes, roar, I'm a dinosaur. When I asked him why the mohawk. Why the mohawk? Because roar, I'm a dinosaur. What? I'm like, yep, that one. That's the one I want. That one. That one. That one's mine. It's so 2013. It is so 2013. I was like, yep, that one. Roar, I'm a dinosaur. Sounds right. He'll be the one to help me set up at my craft fairs. That one. Roar 3 times, it means I love you in dinosaur. Oh. Yep, that's my husband. We also, so we were fairly young when we got married for like Long Island standards, right? We were like the first ones of our friends to get married. And my mom and dad didn't get married until they were in their 30s. And Ben got his assignment to go overseas. And him and I were both on the same page where like, we're getting married before he gets deployed. Like, that's what's happening. And both of our families were like, you should wait till he gets back. And both of us were like, no. And literally at Thanksgiving, we told our parents we were getting married. It took a lot to like not convince them, but I was either 23 or 24. And we were both really like young. Granted, we'd been living together, and at that point we'd been together for 6 years. But now we all look back on it. Like, I asked his parents, I was like, you know, when you met me at 18, did you still think I'd still be here? Because I bet you did not. I know for a fact you did not. Here's my guy. And my parents were so concerned. They were like, well, he's going to be overseas. What are they going to do over there? I'm like, it's Ben. What the heck do you think he's going to do? And then they were like, yeah, it's Ben. I'm like, okay, thank you. He has tattoos and drives a motorcycle. Ben has tattoos and drives a motorcycle, or he used to drive a motorcycle. My dad helped me sell Ben's motorcycle. He was so concerned too. My dad was like, you're sure he's gonna be okay with this? You're sure he's gonna be okay with this? You sure he's gonna be okay with this? So he went overseas. His motorcycle didn't run. It did not run. It didn't run, and I had permission. I was like, look, okay, I know you got this. He got his motorcycle in Guam, and they flew it back. And since then, it just did not run. I was like, look, if you want to get another motorcycle, okay, when you get back, how about you do that? And how about we just get rid of this one? Good night. And he's like, yeah, we can do that. And then he got back and he never bought another motorcycle. I'm like, okay, good. So, yeah. Yep, I sold his motorcycle. And then he got back and he got a tattoo for me while he was overseas. Benjamin. Anyone who has clicked the like button, please drink. Y'all are so cute. Thank you. I think so. I think so. I think he's pretty great. I think he's pretty great. What tattoo? So this is the colorway Beach Day. There are a bunch of military lore and tattoos. But there's a whole lot that goes around with the swallows, with the military. And swallows mate for life. And when you're in the military, when you have sailed 5,000 miles, every 5,000 miles you sail, you earn a swallow. But you have to get the tattoo, you wait until you've done 10,000 miles, and then you get 2. And that's why guys have the 2 birds right here. It's for sailing in the ocean. Or there's a different one, especially if you're overseas, you'll get 1 for your spouse and then get them a piece of jewelry with a swallow on it. That way it's the 2. And he came back from Bahrain and he had a swallow on his chest. And he had a gigantic, it's a big necklace, swallow necklace made for me with like a black opal, which is my birthstone. And that's what he did when he got back from Bahrain. Yeah, I don't know how long I will be alive for. That's so cute. Yeah, I was mad at the time. It's like, you got another tattoo and you didn't tell me? He's like, okay, but wait. And then I was like, okay, fine. Because he'd also always said, like always, that names and like things like that, we will not do. Like, I won't have his name tattooed, he won't have mine. Not that either of us are ever going to leave each other and ever, because he is stuck with me for the rest of his life. We're not about that. He has a few tattoos. He's got the birds. He has a cross with words on it, and he has the gunner's mate symbol on his back that I think looks like salt and pepper shakers. And I tell him that all the time. And I think that's it. And I know he wants more, but I want bird jewelry. Also no matching tattoos, yeah. We've thought about doing matching tattoos, like especially like a lot of the tattoo shops around here, like around Valentine's Day or like Friday the 13th, they'll do like spouse tattoos basically. I've thought about it. I don't have any tattoos. I've thought about it. We've both thought about it. But like, again, we've been together for so long. I'm like, we're stuck. He's not getting out of this if he wanted to. And he doesn't. He doesn't want to. That's too funny. Yep. Hate needles, never gonna happen. I used to want a lot. But I also, like, what I always say is, like, I'm not adult enough to get a tattoo because I can't ever settle on something that I want for that long. So I have a crazy high pain tolerance. Like, when I got my belly button pierced, I didn't even flinch. And I was like, oh, we're done? Cool. Every ear piercing I've gotten, I'm like, oh, that's it? Cool. A flash, so we got different signs but went together. Yeah. Guys, give me 2 more seconds because I need to count this. You can see how much you guys love each other every time you interact in your videos. Thank you. He's my guy. But then there's sometimes where people are like, how dare you talk to him that way? I'm like, we mess with each other. We have fun. I have my belly button pierced, yep. Big amounts of pain, not a problem. Fair enough. But I also, like, I used to get acupuncture, and I was totally fine with it. Like, that was not a big deal. And I feel like tattoos is just, like, a lot of acupuncture all at once. My tattoo hurt. Well, you got it on your ankle. Your ankle is bone. Guys, I need to count this. Give me a second. I love it when numbers work. God. Now watch, guys. We're having a very rare moment right now. It is a very rare moment. I'm looking for a stitch marker. Oh my God, did I have one in here this whole time? I did. Anger. No! Whoops. Yeah, I know. Looking for a stitch marker. I know, it's weird, but I don't want to keep counting to 80, okay? I've had enough counting. I don't want to count anymore. Purring when I was getting it done, yeah. Top of the foot hurt too, yeah. I wanted my ribs for a long time. I wanted my ribs for a long time. Not the ribs, I know. So I wanted tattoos so bad, especially growing up. And my mom, when I turned 18, I was like, I'm getting a tattoo. When I turned 18, my mother scarred me for the rest of my life, where it was, I can still picture it. I don't know if I still have it, but I can still picture it. When I was 18, she got me a birthday card. And she knew I wanted tattoos, and she was not about it. And she got me this card. It had 2 pictures, and it said tattoo at 18 and then tattoo at 65. And it was a bear tramp stamp. And the bear was so happy at 18 on the tramp stamp, and then at 65, it was being suffocated by the butt cheeks. And I will never forget that, ever in my life. It's okay, it barely hurt. I really wanted to get stuff on the back of my ear. I don't know why, but I really always did. I've thought about getting my eyebrows microbladed. Is that the right word? Where you get your eyebrows tattooed? I've thought about it. My grandmother, I found out, on my mother's side had her eyebrows tattooed. I had no idea. I want to traumatize children with this. I can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. So, yeah. I don't know. I've thought about it. Hello. The first winner of Ink Master, his shop is in Delaware. I do a craft show by it every year, and I've really thought about it. Really thought about it. You got one on your boob? Yeah. Pez are going to encourage you to get one? Yeah. I also, no. Oh, why were you timed out? No, I'm sorry, Anna. Oh, because you said that word. Yeah, that word's blocked. Good night, Brenda. Jane's cool, yeah. You should go there and treat yourself. Yeah, I don't have money right now. My husband and I ever got a tattoo. We got a turtle. That's amazing. I will eventually get Ruthie's ears. I think that eventually I kind of want to go up my arm with all the dogs that I get in my life. That way they're always with me. And all of their ears. Because her ears are my favorite thing on the planet. There's the anxiety behind them. Yeah, but I feel like every flash that I've been like, I don't like that. 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 I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't like every single time. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Like, I don't want dumb tattoos. But as I'm getting older, and my mother's the same way, my eyebrows are disappearing. And you know what I'm not ever going to do? Paint them on my face. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Same. Your sibling and his business partner, wow. For eyeliner, yeah. See if you like them. I'm not very outgoing when it comes to tattoos and things. Oh no. I used to really want some days a diamond, some days a stone tattooed on me. Do your homework and then check it again. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I used to want that saying because my grandma used to say it all the time. Mercer. Oh, yikes. I'm sorry to hear that. And Anna, I think I found a nail tech who works from home. I'm very excited about it. I was going to try to go this week, but my biggest anxiety tell is I make myself bleed. I'll pick my cuticles and make them bleed. And you better believe that this past week I picked the crap out of my cuticles and they look terrible. They look terrible. Because unless I have nails done, the first thing I will do is dig like this. First thing I will do when I'm anxious or when I'm overwhelmed, the first thing I will do is dig at my cuticles with my pointer finger into my thumbs. That is the one way you could tell if I'm stressed. Then I bite all of my nails. Anxiety. It's terrible, which is crazy that I even have nails right now. That I have even any white on my nails right now. I was like, oh, nope. I just like kept digging into my cuticle on the side. It's a good time. It's a good time. Fortinet Tuesday, there's only one I'm starting to get removed on Thursday. I don't regret it. Just doesn't look the way I want. Fair enough. You were a piercing artist for a few years. I would get more piercings. They're constantly bleeding. Oh, same. Constantly bleeding. Constant. I would get my daith. I'm beautiful, thank you. I've had my cartilage and I can still feel that it's there, but I feel like I want to get it re-pierced because it never healed right. I have 2 in each ear on the lobes. However, they're a little close together because when I was in high school, I let my friend pierce my ears. So that was a fun fact. That's a fun fact. Her mom had a piercing gun because she was a cosmetologist. And she's like, yeah, if we just go get the piercing earrings, I can do it. I was like, awesome. Free? Cool, let's go. So they're a little close together. Like here's the one, the next one's like right there. I think it would look better if I ended up doing 3. But I've also, like, not to be gross, I have had right here on like the inside flap of my ear, I've had a pimple here for like a week and it hurts so bad and I can't see it. It just hurts so bad. I know that's so gross, but we're talking about gross things. There was one point in time I really wanted my eyebrow pierced. I'm glad that didn't last. An old ice cube, alcohol, and push the needle through, yeah. I've always thought about that, but I've never done it. So you don't know only murders in the building? Yeah, I would do that. It's hard on her Christmas. I love those. I love them. She was licensed in both. Her mom was licensed in both, but she's the one who did it. Her daughter. We were 17. That is a tattoo. I'm sorry to hear that. Her mom was licensed in both. And I literally think we went to Claire's to buy the piercing earrings. And my mom didn't get mad when I did it. She's like, cool. I was like, what? My parents made me wait till I was 13 to get my ears pierced. Like, and then when I did my second ones at my friend's house, they were like, oh, cool. I'm like, what? They didn't care. I was a senior. She was a junior. I was like, cool. And then when I was in college, my best friend and I went and got our cartilage pierced at Piercing Pagoda in the mall with one of those guns. And that's why it never healed properly. I really need to get this redone with a needle. Like, actually get it properly done. I have never wanted my nose pierced. That is such a Long Island thing, and I'm like, no thank you. Went to Walmart. They took me to a jeweler, like an actual jeweler. I was like, what? Okay. FLA. Just went through a bad relationship and now single. Oh, gotcha. No ages in the chat, please, for anyone. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hairdresser cosmetologist, she had her own salon and she had yeah. It's a New York thing. Ooh, I dropped a stitch. I have no hate to anyone who has their nose pierced. It was just like the Long Island thing to do. And everybody and their sister on Long Island in high school had their nose pierced. And I was like, no. Especially they'd always get a keloid on the side of it, which looked disgusting. And then for a lot of school stuff or any like event or anything, they'd have to put that clear one in and it looked dumb. And I was in choir and we weren't allowed to have nose rings in choir. And I was like, so you'd have to put a clear one in. And I'm like, that looks stupid. No. And my nose is so pointy. It's like a great opportunity for self-rediscovery. I agree. My nose is so pointy. I was like, no. We used to, when I was in high school, we would get those like peel and stick gems. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the fake earrings. And we'd put them in spots where we wanted to get piercings. And my friends would always try to get me to put one on my nose. And be like, you look so cute with a nose ring. And I'm like, no. And so I'd put it here and I'd be like, it looks so dumb on my pointy ass nose. Because if you look at my nose is so pointy. It's so pointy. Especially from the side, it is so pointy. Terrible. But it's also like wide. I don't know. I don't understand. One is crooked, one is fine, one is ripped out, and I wasn't able to get an earring back in. And the last fully healed but randomly closed after 2 years. Oof. The age for comment safety. Thank you, Aaliyah. Slightly pointed nose and piercings make me feel better about it. Fair enough. Thank you. For me, it just, I didn't want it. Also, I've also thought about it. I'm like, have you ever pulled out a nose hair with a tweezer? I'm like, that hurts like a MF. And I can't imagine what actually putting a hole in your nose feels like if pulling a hair hurts that bad. Like, no thanks. I'm good on that one. My belly button, no problem. My nose, don't touch it. Don't touch my nose. Yeah, I was like, no thanks. I'll pass on that one. Thank you so much. Am I Bart Pinocchio? It's so pointy. Look at my nose. It is so pointy from the side. My side profile, my schnoz is pointy. It could cut glass. It is pointy. Have a good night, Lauren. Septum piercings hurt the most. I don't think I'd look good with it. Like, I feel like, even in general, my style is so weird. Like, I feel like it's like an oxymoron. Like, if I had a full sleeve, it would confuse people. Call it a witchy nose. There we go. I'm a witch. It's fine. Your eyes water, like it's like your cartilage piercing. I didn't even feel my cartilage piercing. I didn't even flinch with my cartilage. I was like, oh, we're done? Cool, great, whatever. Deck the piercer. He pierced my nose. He pierced one of my nose holes last week. It fell out a couple months, yeah. Like every time, like I'd always put like bigger ones in here or cuffs or anything. And people would always be like, you're trying to be edgy and you're blonde. I'm like, why can't I be both? So then I dyed my hair pink and shut them all up. But now I'm back to being blonde again, and I feel like people want me in a pink dress and be all like cutesy, which I do on occasion and be preppy on occasion, but I also love my black tank tops. You could pry my black tank tops and my skinny jeans from my cold dead hands. They say it goes either way. It doesn't hurt at all or it's all torture. Yeah. I don't know. My eyeball is doing funky things. Okay. Guys, I gotta get to work here. This is taking forever. I should have been done with this already. Perfectly the second time. I don't know. I feel like I'm old to have a belly button piercing. Like I'm 30, but I love my belly button piercing. Like, I don't know. I love it. I've always loved it. 18-karat gold earrings, yeah. I don't wish to pierce any more of my body. Would do it again. Okay. I had them done twice. I would do those. I would absolutely do that. And I've thought about it a lot. They are so much fun. Yeah, I would do that. I haven't, but I've thought about it. I mean, I already don't want to wear a bra, so I mean, it's fine. I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot. And it's taking me forever. How did I do it so fast? I have way too much yarn and craft supplies for my house. Suggestions. If you saw what my house looked like right now, you would not be so inspired. A piercing. I just took a day. Like I would take the whole day, but this is my job. So I literally would just like take the whole day. Yeah, I edited the whole video. What's the vibes? I think I'm done with 2. I'm already feeling happier than I should right now. But please feel free to go for round 3. I'm just taking my dear sweet time on this one. I don't like this drink as much as the lemonade one. If I had more lemonade ones, I'd probably be on 4. If I didn't get another swig, I'll be on the floor. Oh. Yeah. She's been getting really good at that, and it hurts now. Absolutely, Yvonne. Cheers. Worth it, though. My first break at the same time here as there. Okay, got you. I mean, you saw I made like 12 videos of me changing the yarn room around, you know? Like, take it one step at a time. I really had a fairly clear vision of how I wanted it to be this time, but the office, you can't even walk in there right now. Ben's room, the shelf is still in there. Everything is a disaster. The living room is still a disaster. It comes in stages, and when I feel like I'm going to clean, I clean, and then I don't. I scrubbed my refrigerator today. I took out the shelves and scrubbed them. The heck is, like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know. I was scrubbing bleach on the bathrooms. I Windexed my windows, like the front door and the back door. I'm like, don't know. That's kind of just what happens when, oh, I can't say that. I really, really want to reorganize my bathroom closet and the hall closet upstairs. I might do that this week. I don't know. Yeah, it comes in waves. Here I go, trying to make my fingers bleed again. The small 6-ounce ball jars for wine glasses. I only pour 4 ounces of this house with getting more wine away. Ha! You're good. My small bathroom floor. Yeah. So I'm at the point, my friend has a house cleaner. And growing up, my parents had a house cleaner. And I never understood it. And I was like, I will never hire a house cleaner. Like a cleaning lady. And my best friend here has a cleaning lady. And I was there and I was talking to her and she told me her prices and I was like, I'm getting a cleaning lady. I'm like, I need to clean my house first. Like, once I get this in order. But she was so reasonably priced. I'm like, it would save me so much time and so much peace of mind. But I want to do a deep clean before I have the cleaning lady come. So I need to deep clean, especially with the bathroom right now. I want to deep clean both bathrooms. I need to still organize and move some stuff around, but especially because we're almost fully in the yarn room now, I'm like, done. Yeah. And like, she's so reasonable and they're so efficient. Like, my friend has a massive house. She does the whole thing, makes the beds, does everything in 4 hours. I was like, what? I'm like, so they could do my teeny tiny house in like an hour, maybe 2? And I think they were like $25 an hour. I was like, done. Like, done. I don't ever want to touch cleaning supplies ever again. If I never touched a vacuum again, it would be too soon. I hate it. God. So, but I still gotta, I hate to like, I don't want to say it this way, but there really isn't another way to say it. I get really embarrassed at the state of what my house looks like because I'm running a business out of my house. And especially with Joann closing and like my yarn buying problem fixation, whatever you want to call it, it's overflowing everywhere right now. And I just like, I don't want people to come in the house because there's just shit everywhere. There's yarn everywhere. So if in this next like month, like I want my downstairs, like my living room and my basement to be in a place where I can host people and have my friends come over and hang out here. Because I always go to my friends because I don't want anybody here. It makes me put things away and deal with the clutter. Yeah. So it's kind of just like, and Ben, like the other problem too is like, Ben doesn't care. He does not care. He completely understands. He's like, it's totally fine. Babe, you're working. I see you're doing, you're adding the pile. Like we're getting stuff done. And I'm like, okay, but I don't want so-and-so to come here to see this. Like, cause it's a lot. Body doubling on Discord. I mean, if I knew how to set that up. I absolutely panic clean when people come. I put everything away. I throw everything into the basement and say no one is allowed in the basement. Ever. What happens? Yep. So embarrassing since I grew up in a house that was spotless. See, I grew up in a house that wasn't. I grew up in a house where there was so much clutter and so much knickknacks. The knickknacks drove me nuts. And like even with furniture and things, like even if I wanted to get something new, I wasn't allowed to get rid of things. My mother can't do it. She can't handle it. So like if there's any sentimental value, like they are so sentimental on so many things. Like I can't do that. That is just not my thing. So like if you look around, like there are no knickknacks. The only knickknacks that I have been given to me by my parents. Like I can't do it. And Ben is pretty minimalistic, thank God, because it doesn't bother him that we don't have knicky-knacks everywhere and like giant shelves with knickknacks and junk. And family pictures. God, I hate family pictures. There are pictures on my parents' wall from my brother's baptism. That was the last time we did like family pictures. My brother's 20 years old, and those are the family pictures hanging on the wall. Like even of our wedding, we didn't get wedding pictures like printed and stuff like that. I've got like this giant wolf on the wall, but like other than like it always was like the fact that they never got like crazy updated and it's like that's 6 years old. It was always just so weird to me. And then what do you do with the old one? You stick it in the garage and you hold on to it for 12 years. Like I'm not about that. I'm just not about it. I'm not about it. In my old sedan, I had very few notes for myself, and now I hoard things. Oops, yep. I get rid of everything we don't need or want. I am the first one to get rid of things. Like, Ben's parents were like, because they just downsized, like mega downsized. And they were going through Christmas ornaments, and they were like, they asked Ben, they're like, do you want your baby's first Christmas ornament? And he's like, that's for you. Why would I want that? I'm like, no. Like, I'm just so, there are some things I'm very sentimental over, but others I'm just like when I lived in a studio apartment in Manhattan, I had everything I needed in one room and that was it and it was done. It was perfect. We have so much, like, again, I'm running a business out of my house, but there's too much stuff. I'm not a stuff person. But yeah. So like even right now, like I'm trying to get rid of my candles because I don't really use candles all that much, but I love buying candles. But I don't need them. So I've been really trying to, what I do, I'll light a candle in the kitchen and then I'll go upstairs to the yard room and then I won't smell it. Especially random yarn is my exception. Not be cluttered like my childhood. Yep. What's everyone's weather like? Cold. I started my small crochet business last year, but because it's all around me and I feel so cluttered, it's so overwhelming and impacting my productivity. Absolutely, and I completely understand that, and I feel the exact same way. And that's why, like, I've bought a lot from Joann with, like, the last few trips I've done, But I really don't feel, other people may disagree, whatever. I really don't feel like I've gone crazy overboard. And that's also just because, like, I can't. I've had so much, like, I haven't really bought much in the way of blanket yarn. I haven't really bought much in the way of other things, but it's like, I can't. It messes too much with my anxiety. I want cute things on the walls. I hate stuff on the floors. I am fine with dog toys on the floors and blankets on the floors, but that's because my dog needs a blanket everywhere. I never would have had blankets on the couches and stuff the way that they are crazy, but it's because of her. She will not get on the couch. I mean, right now she is, which is kind of weird. She won't get on the couch if there is not a soft blanket on the couch. I don't know why. And then she'll sit on the floor and cry at me that she wants to be next to me, but she doesn't want to be on the hard couch. So then I have to put the blanket down. And it looks like I'm trying to protect the couch. And I'm like, no, Ruthie's just a pain in the ass. Yes, all the Joann stores are closing. There's no room at all. Yeah. I really thought that by this time, it's a spoiled little baby. She is not spoiled. She's just perfect. That by this point in time, I would just be in the yarn room to drink. Fair enough. I'd be in the yarn room and I'd have all the yarn out of the living room. And I'm hoping by April 1st, that will be the case. So we might do a few more lives down here. So that way I'm working through the yarn down here a little bit more. Unless there ends up being room for it upstairs. I would love to finish working through the chunky yarn in the closet. I don't think that's gonna happen. If I ever had a fire on my house, I'd go up like a match. Oh, I'm a very picky art person and what I will put on my walls. It does fit all sizes. Yep. I love that cup. It fits beer bottles. It fits regular soda cans. It fits everything. I'm very picky about what I will put on my walls. And I don't know why. Especially because the house I grew up in, like, my dad's a decorative artist and they always had white walls, and that drove me nuts. What does it cost? I think it was 15 or 20 bucks. It was under 20. It was on my Amazon storefront. I think it's in the kitchen stuff section. Pretty sure that's where I put it. You know, I love that cup. That cup is wonderful. But I also, like, I don't have wall space in this house. There is no wall space. I want to say my cup was like $11, but I could be mistaken. Thomas Kirkendale canvases all over the house. I cried when he died. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're beautiful. Yeah. I've thought about it. I wanted to put all the big chunky stuff in the garage, but honestly, it's just been too cold. And after the last craft show that I had, we didn't really put all of my craft show stuff away very well because it was so cold in December that the garage is a little, like, it needs to be reorganized a little bit. So I don't want to put more yarn out there right now. Like, again, I brought in a tote from the garage and I'm almost through that tote. And most of the yarn in the garage, I know exactly what it is. It's a tote of each color. Of like pink dino dot, denim dot, blue and purple variegated. Is that it? That might be it. I feel like I'm in such a weird place because I haven't been crocheting stuffies much because we've been using the knitting machine so much. And I have so much inventory of ear warmers right now, which at this point in the year, I never have. I always end up panicking at the end of the year. So I feel like I'm going to be in really good shape for the end of this year, but I'm not sure if I'm in good shape for my craft shows now, but I want to keep using my ear warmer yarn right now because that's taking up like a good chunk of space. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the ear warmer yarn is the fastest to be able to go through on the knitting machine, and it's all going to be made into ear warmers anyway. It's just one. I don't know if you can get it in more than one, but I got one. It's 30 degrees in Adelaide, Alaska, Australia. It keeps getting muted, my friend, because of the emojis. The Nightbot does not like the emojis. You are watching Just Doing Stuff? Awesome. All right, so this all of a sudden is starting to color pool. And I don't hate it. It's starting to almost spiral. Taking life day by day. Oof. I get that. I'm also like, we're at the point now too in the house where like there's a lot of stuff we want to do, but I want to make sure Ben has another job first before I do them. Like we want to get rid of the dining room table and put like an IKEA bar in the dining room. And I'm just not ready to spend the money to do that yet. I'm ready to get another IKEA calyx for downstairs for all of Ben's clothes and buy like 4 new dressers and a mirror. And I'm just like not ready to do it yet. What's being made? I'm making a gigantic turtle shell. I think when we're done with the shell, we're going to be done for the night because it's massive. But I'm also obsessed with this colorway. Oh, the good juju. Thank you. We need it. Life has been really hard recently. Like, really hard. I was able to add hanging spots for some of Ruthie's clothes. So that's definitely helped. I think that once the spring hits, it's going to be very different of what we're going to do. We're going to see. overflow. We'll get through it in time for the next sale. Yeah. So I'm also like, I want to do a how many flamingos can I make in a day? My shoulder's been really bothering me. I'm kind of amazed I've gotten this far today because my shoulder has really been bothering me. And I slept weird this week. It wasn't like I've been crocheting too much. It was I woke up and I slept in the weirdest position, and I woke up and my shoulder was not happy with me. And so it's really been bothering me. And yesterday I sewed, so all of those ear warmer tubes, I made over 100 ear warmers like yesterday and the day before. I sewed every single ear warmer tube that I had. So, taking 2 days to sew everything instead of crocheting really helped my shoulder out. But yesterday and today, I was planning to do a how many flamingos could I make in a day, but I do that with Sweet Snuggles, and I was just afraid that was gonna hurt my shoulder too bad. So I was gonna break it up into 2 days of 6 hours instead of doing like 12 hours straight. And I think I still might do that, but I'm thinking about it. But working with the Sweet Snuggles, when I made those sheep, like I'm not in pain. Like my shoulder's like tight, but it doesn't hurt. Yeah, I have my Volari, and I should be using it, but Ruthie doesn't like when I use it because she can't snuggle up to me as tight. I love my Volari. Don't get me wrong. Ruthie does not like the Volari. Did I make any pool time ear warmers? I don't think so, but I can. I've already shipped your order though, love, but I definitely can. It's 12 p.m. for you. Gotta go bye. Have a good night. Yeah, it's kind of spiraling a little bit. Do you see that? This would make a really cool snake. Oh, I love the Volari, and I have a code for 15% off. I love the Volari. It helps a ton. I love my Volari. So I've been touching my patterns a little bit. I've worked on the turtle one a bit to get it into shape of the way I want it. I looked at my axolotl because I have, or I still have, I gotta finish it, a custom order for an axolotl for Marilyn. And so I've been looking at them. I really need to just send them to my testers and be like, let's do this, guys, and then re-release my old stuff. I just love them. I want to buy them. I get you. I have not been able to stock up on polyfill. It has not been on sale. I have not been able to stock up on it, and most of my stores are sold out of it. So that has been a massive bummer. Rainbow lollipop, yeah. Do you think kicking up my blanket yarn would create more space, or does it really not matter enough to do it? Honestly, it depends on the shelves that you have. It depends on how you're storing it and where you're going to put it once it's caked. So my cube shelves don't hold as much when it's caked. And the other problem I have is there's no back to that shelf. So because I have a molding on the floor, and it's a pretty thick molding, the shelf sticks out from the wall a bit. So the wall isn't even there to really back it. So if I put a cake all the way in the back, it has a tendency to fall back behind the shelf. So like with my cakes, I put them on the very top of my shelf, and that does help. But I have an issue where if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, and I forget about the colors that I have, and those aren't the ones I gravitate towards first. I don't know if that makes sense. So I used to cake everything because of how I used to store everything. But for me now, I don't cake as much. Well, you can see it all, yeah. So that's why I love my cube shelves. And like my Billy IKEA bookcase. Those have worked really well for me in my brain. But it's really kind of, it definitely saves space, but the round cake going into a square space doesn't always work the best. But it did definitely save space. Like, there's no doubt about that. I'm also at a point where I kind of use a whole skein at once. Like, I'll sit there and use the whole thing. So if I'm not gonna sit there and use a whole skein, I'll use a cake, because then I can just put it back. And with Sweet Snuggles and Sweet Snuggles Light, it made a massive difference in space. Blanket yarn, it does make a big difference, but again, the shape isn't, it's not as squishable, it's not as easy. For your dad's birthday, but it's going so slow and I just want to make something else. I totally get that. I hate making blankets. I hate it. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I don't know what made me think that pulling this from the outside was a good idea, but now it's getting annoying. I also think that I'm gonna need to go through the skeins of yarn that I've used every like 3 months and not every 6, because I have so many yarn wrappers right now. It's kind of like getting to be too much. What am I doing? I'm making a turtle shell. This is a turtle shell. And this turtle's gonna be big. Like, it's not a hat, but it's massive. I don't remember how many rows of this I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was, I don't remember. I just wanted to make this so bad. You're sitting in a basket? I have been dying to use this yarn since I saw it, and I'm really glad I ended up getting it. Falling off a shelf? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's on your wish list now. Isn't it gorgeous? It is also 1:03 a.m. I'm on the East Coast, guys. I'm Eastern Standard Time. Joann, the other day, the cutting counter was the back of the store and there was nothing at all. Woof. Yeah, Joann's has been rough. Like, the stores are just empty because everyone's panic buying now. And I don't understand. Everyone's so upset about Joann closing, and yet they couldn't come up with the money or figure out how to save it. Like, I just don't get it. 6:04 a.m. in the UK. Oh, wow. I'm not going to be live for much longer. I think I'm going to finish up like this bit of yarn that I pulled off here, and then I'll probably go to sleep because I got to be up early tomorrow. And by early, I mean like 9 o'clock. Yuck. Yes, I'm definitely a night owl. Yvonne, I have an H at the end of my name, my love. Though I know you're talking to me. It's incomplete without it. Marilyn was here earlier, yeah. For your temperature blanket, better stock up. Chat is without an H, yeah. I gotta get up with my daughter at 6. Oof. To work a morning job, yeah. Yeah, the plumber's getting here fairly early. I mean, like, it's decent. I told them anytime after 10, and they're like, 10 works, and I was like, why didn't I say anytime after 11? Because I want to be up like an hour beforehand so I can like shower and get ready and like be awake. Oh, okay. Got you. It's 7 for work. Ugh. But like it's 1 o'clock in the morning now. So if I went to bed now, I'd get a decent amount of sleep. But the problem too is like, I'm going to get off here and I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to scroll on my phone for 2 hours. Ollie, do you scroll on your phone next to your partner with your blanket over your head? Because I do. That is will be out cold. Ben normally gets up crazy early for work. Like, he'll either get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I sleep through it. He says good night, or he says goodbye, and I'm like, have fun, drive safe, come home in one piece. And then he leaves. Ben, the second he goes horizontal, he's asleep. Oh, God. Ben, if he sees the light, it bothers him. I must have April work, but I still wake up 6 a.m. Gotcha. Binge watching some of your videos will organize my yard stash. Yes. Yes. Organization. All night is only I could do it, but I'm worried about my mom all night. Oh. I walked around, they hiked all the prices up by 50% and then had 20% off. Crazy, I walked back out. So they did that because the liquidators are trying to get the most amount of money for the stock on hand, right? They bought this failing company and they're trying to get as much bang for their buck as they can. As it gets closer and closer to closing time, the sales will get better and better. But it depends on what will be left because a lot of the stores are empty. The light on and music, no. Ben's such a pain. Curse, the British way. I rolled my eyes so hard, yeah. Now, some stores are still gonna be getting stock. Like, we gotta remember that they stopped shipping almost a month ago at this point, and then they're working on getting shipments back out. So a lot of stores that had months and months of back stock are gonna be okay, but some stores are still gonna just be getting in shipment, and the liquidators are also gonna sell their nonsense at the stores as well. So be prepared for that too. But once it was owned by a new company, they hiked those prices back up to regular and only put it at 20%, when before that everything was like 40 to 50% off. I know I use each time, yeah. So I went to my store over the weekend and they really didn't have a ton. That stitch looks really weird. My store did not have a ton, but I know that they had like 2 trailers in the back full of boxes because there was not a box on the floor. That's getting it all, yeah. So the smaller stores are gonna close first. I completely agree with the 20% off. With the lights on so it doesn't bother him that my TV is on with the, that it drives Ben nuts. Like any light in our bedroom is covered with tape. Yep. Well, the Flaming Center is packed with stock, yep. So like if you have more than one store in your general area, like I would take a peek around. Like there's one store, there's a few stores in Pennsylvania near me that I'm really not even worried about it because I'm gonna go there as they're getting closer to close. And they, like I was there 2 weeks before they announced all the stores were closing, when those stores had already announced that they were closing and they were packed. But then my closest store was empty. So it really kind of depends. It was always a struggle. The back room is piled high. Yep. With a nightlight because I am scared of the dark. Yep. With a yarn wall for me. Yep. You have a bunch of stores near you? Yeah. I'm tempted. I mean, granted, I also don't want to leave my house, so I haven't gone yet. But I was tempted to go to 2 of my southern PA stores again to see what it was like. Because I was at Downingtown. Downingtown is decently far. But they had a ton. A few of the other locations had a ton. So I'm not worried, but I want to know when those are closing. And they're not telling anybody when they're closing yet. Everybody's saying, oh, well, it'll be by May. I don't think so. I think it's going to be earlier than that. For all these Joann's messages, you can just crack a new one open, Ollie, at this point. Loving the live tonight. Thank you. But I'm also kind of like, it's going to force me to use the colors I don't typically use. And I'm not mad about that, you know? Everything on sale 25% off, so they were paying the same price they were selling for the label. Yep. Sarah gonna use blue? I know, right? Shut up. Complete denial and was listening to you in a few stores. Talking about the store closing it with the last 20%. Yep. It was one of the original 500. I think that I have a sneaking suspicion that the original 500 will be closed first. Like, I hate to say that, but I know, like, I have a friend who works at one of the original 500. They're still not hearing when they're going to close. So they were told they have to be closed by the end of May. I have a sneaking suspicion that those stores are going to close first. Because they're not going to be sending new inventory to those stores. Like, you know, that just doesn't make any sense. None of the stores are doing order online pickup in store anymore. None of them are. That is over. Coupons are over. All their discounts are over. That all ended on the 1st. How much longer do I think I'm going to be alive for? I'm finishing this row, and I think I'm going to get off. Gift cards are over too. Yep. And I'm so thankful. Oh my God. I was given a $100 gift card for Christmas or my birthday, whatever. I could not find it. And then I found it with like 2 days left to use it. I was like, thank God. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I could not find it. Then I found it. Good thing you used it. Yep. I swore I had already looked in my pocketbook, but it was in my pocketbook. I did use it. Yes, I did. They got me with a whole bunch of their shit at the register too. Like a whole bunch of stuff. They do not. Yeah, no, I found Vortex at the store. I got one skein of pink. I got like random stuff. Oh, I did. The day I found it, it was like the next day I went to Joann to use it. No, it was in my bag. Like it was in my regular everyday bag. I guess it was just in a different pocket or I didn't look. I don't know. At your store. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon on my Instagram with the Vortex. For my 20K giveaway. All right, that is beautiful. It's beautiful. Posh and value yarn, yeah. I'm really obsessed with this color. My only issue is like, I wish that they made this blue, or I wish they made a good brown like this, or like this navy. None of these colors are gonna match. So I don't know. I don't know what color to make the rest of the body. The brown would be great to have. Premier makes a brown that's pretty close. pink cream. It's gonna be a turtle. I don't like doing the bodies of these in cream because they stand up and I feel like they're gonna get dirty. So I really don't want to do cream. I was trying to find the jumbo skein like this in almond and I would have done that, but the dark blues that I have don't match. That's the problem. Now this was the whole point. And this is why we pulled from the outside. Teal, maybe, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm not doing it tonight. That's all that I know. So I'm going to bed, everybody. Have a good night. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I have like barely any almond left. I might have to go on the Yarnspiration website and order some almond and sand because I'm really low on those for turtles. Yeah. So I definitely need that. So guess what I'm gonna do once I get off of here? Scroll the Yarnspiration sale. Yes, that would be the correct answer. That's what I'm gonna do. Love you all. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.